So it is going to take you 3 weeks to get another copy, but that is also a guaranteed hero, and that is actually a really good way to get him without pulling shards. Hello everybody, my name is BearCozy, and today we're playing some Awaken Chaos Era. Now, if it's your first time here, I strive to make not only entertaining, but also educational content, and I try to put as much value in my videos as I can. If you're coming back, thank you so much for coming back, watching my videos, and supporting the channel. Today, what I want to talk about today that I'm very excited about is I'm actually getting my second copy of Orakh. Now, as you can see, I have my first copy of Orakh here. He is built, and he is looking very, very intimidating. I like the way he looks, and he looks awesome. Now, his gear is not fantastic. I'm still working on it. He does have some attack boots, which does help him. If we look at his stats really quickly, you could see he's pretty slow. His crit rate is over 100%, but his crit damage is very, very low, and his focus is pretty low, so I am still working on him. His glyphs are currently maxed out. I have done some work on him, and his abilities are also maxed out, primarily for the ultimate, which scales off the enemy max HP, which is very, very nice, not only in Arena, but also in Roaring Tulpa. So as you can see, I've done some work on him, and he is ready to go. I am super excited about getting my second copy of Orakh without pulling shards, and I want to talk about just that. But first, let's do our daily summons. I have been waiting to record this video to do the daily summons. So as you know, I like to record my daily summons because a lot of times we get some good things. I have gotten not only Gangelo, but Sierra, I've gotten Bruzak, and a bunch of other good heroes. Let's go ahead and pop our free daily summon. Let's see what that gives us. And that actually gives us Rajaga, which is okay. He's actually for a synthesis, so I will take him. Let's go ahead and pop one more. I am starting to go into Mercy right now, and we get Rourke. So as you can see, I am 4.5% into Mercy, which is okay. Now, what I wanted to do here is I actually wanted to go ahead and do a 10 pop here, and hopefully we'll get something good. Now, if you don't know, the limited summons only have a limited hero pool, and they only have these heroes in it. The way that this works is you use your Stardust to do limited summons, and limited summons are limited to the current pool of champs, or the current pool of heroes, as you could see here. Now, the limited summon pool does rotate, and for the time being, these are the 3 legendaries available, as well as Hakron, and a few other ones that are fairly good in there. So without further ado, let's go ahead and do a 10 pop. I'm not expecting a legendary, but that would be amazing. So let's go ahead and see what we get. I'm just going to let this roll. Let's see what we get. And we get an... Ooh, we got a legendary. Nice. We got Kane. That was an epic. I thought that was a legendary, actually. Kane is okay. That was it. Not what I was hoping for at all. That's a little disappointing, actually. Elson I need for the synthesis. Valak I have a tons of copy of. Dulav is okay. I need him for synthesis. Not the best pull I was hoping for. So with that said, sometimes we get something good, sometimes we don't. That is unfortunate, and we're going to move on. So what I want to talk about today is how to get yourself a copy of Orakh. Now, I did a video on Orakh, and you get Orakh by clicking on the bartender and scrolling down to the event shop on the left-hand side. Now, as you can see, Orakh here is 600 event tokens, and you can actually get him multiple times. So the very first time around, he cost 800, and you want to buy the one that has 60 hero matrix portraits in. Now this one has 20. As you can see, I own 40 because I've been buying him slowly. So that is what I wanted to talk about. So the first time you buy Orakh, he does cost 800, and you want to buy the hero matrix that has 60 in it. I did make a video on that called How to Fuse Orakh, which is fairly easy. And then going forward, the only thing you can buy is Orakh with these 20 hero matrix. And as you can see, I own 40 and I need 60. So what you can do is you can actually use these event points. And as you can see, right now, I don't have enough. I only have 400. But luckily for me, I've been doing events. So here we go. Clicking on the events, you can see right now there is a gear enhancement event going on. and I've been working hard on getting my event points. As you can see, I'm actually up to 9,000. And by the way, I do have an Awaken Soul Arcana ready, and I want to touch on that shortly. So let's go ahead and claim our 200 event points. There it is. I do have a couple more. I am closing in on a third, but this will be enough. So here's what I'm going to do. Let's go back to the bartender. Let's click on the event shop. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy these 20 hero matrix from the bartender. Now it's going to cost me 600 event points, and I can only buy this once per week. So here we go. There we go. We got our 20 hero matrix of Orakh. That will go into my backpack. And as you can see, it's sold out for a week. So this is a really, really good way to get multiple copies of Orakh without having to pull him. And he's actually a really good hero. So this gives me another 20 hero matrix. Let's go look at the backpack and fuse him. So we just got another 20 hero matrix for Orakh. And as you can see, I own 60. And on the bottom right, it says 60 out of 60. And I can go ahead and summon him, which is amazing. So let's go ahead and do that. There he goes. That is my second copy of Orakh. And I can actually now ascend him. The first ascension is going to increase his base attack by 15%. Right now, he is at 1,059. And overall, he's at almost 3,500. So that is okay. Let's go ahead and ascend him, and we'll see the changes that makes. So that's pretty cool. I'm really happy I got him. I'm happy I've been working on that. There we go. We got his first ascension. Base attack does go up 15%, which is really nice. Now he's at 1217. And you got to remember, all the gear and everything scales off of their base stats. And as you can see, his attack actually went over 3,800. So that went up a lot. So that is really cool. I'm glad I got my first ascension. The second ascension will actually affect his trait. When attacking, there's a 30% chance to combo and deal 50% damage to all enemies. And the crit rate is maxed out, so that means it's a guaranteed crit. So that is awesome. Second ascension is what I'm going to be working on. And I'm going to continue working on that by doing the events, collecting event points, and then talking to the bartender in the event shop. And the bartender is actually going to sell me the Orakh matrices. Now, I know it's going to take a little while to get it. You can get 20 hero matrix after the first purchase once per week. Now, the first one you can get automatically. That will cost you 800 event points, and you can get the full hero. Going forward, your second one and on, you can only get 20 hero matrix per week. So it is going to take you 3 weeks to get another copy, but that is also a guaranteed hero, and that is actually a really good way to get him without pulling shards. Even though I know some of you will say that you don't want to wait 3 weeks to get one copy of Orakh, the chances of getting him are much greater than they are summoning him 5-6 times. So for me, that is a really good way to do it. He is a guaranteed, and I'm willing to wait 3 weeks to get him. And this actually gives me a guaranteed way to max him out completely. So he will help me not only in Arena, but he's actually helping me in Roaring Tulpa quite a bit. Hey, you're still watching the video. That means you're enjoying the content. And if you're enjoying the content, that means somebody else will also. Click the subscribe button below and help this video reach more people so they can enjoy it as well. The other thing that I want to mention is we looked at the events together, and actually you've seen how far I've made my progress. I did gain more event tokens here, 200. I'm closing in on my third copy, but what I really want to talk about is Awaken Soul Arcana. Now, as you can see, I've made it to the Awaken Soul Arcana. This Soul Arcana will actually act as a duplicate and a nice way to ascend one of my heroes. These are for the epic heroes. There we go. We are confirmed it. So that is the first one that I got here. The second one that I'm actually getting really close to is in the trial shop. And you could see that in the trial shop, by running trials, you get trial tokens, which currently I have just over 2,500. And for 3,000, I can buy another one. Then that will allow me to ascend another epic hero, which is very, very cool. Now, here's where I need your help. This is going to be my second Awaken Soul Arcana. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments below who you think I should ascend. So my choices right now are, I have Zatlux, who is ascended twice. As you can see right now, he is 2 stars ascended, and the third ascension will give him plus 15% speed. Now, what I'm possibly thinking is I can either ascend him, since right now he's a little bit too slow. He's at 134 speed, which is okay. He is crit capped, and his crit damage is at 216. So if I ascend him a third time, that will bring him close to 150, which is going to be awesome. So what I'm thinking is, my first choice is Zatlux to do at least 1 Awakened Soul Arcana for the Ascension. My second choice is actually Santas, and I'm wondering if I should ascend Santas at least once, because I am closing in on 2 Soul Arcanas, and the first Ascension here for Santas is plus 15 speed, but I do need to get to her Ascension 5, and her Ascension 5 actually affects her traits. Attack against enemies affected by poisons, apply additional poisons for 2 turns. So that is actually really, really good. When she attacks all the enemies, she will apply more poisons, and that will actually scale with her special, which actually duplicates all poisons affecting an enemy, and then it transfers that onto another enemy. So the more poisons we stack, the faster, the more we can duplicate, which means we can stack more poisons, which means they will duplicate a lot faster, and it actually goes out of control, which is very, very nice. So 5-star Ascension Santas is going to take some time. My third choice at this point, I would think, would have to be Hackrin. Hackrin's trait actually unlocks on his second Ascension, and I am getting 2 Soul Arcanas, so that is something I can also do. That will give my whole team survivability. So those are my 3 options right now that I'm thinking of and that I'm working on. So let me know in the comments below. First option is Zatlux. Second option is Santas. And my third option is Hackrin. I would love to hear what you have to say, and if you think I should ascend Zatlux, Santas, or Hackrin. I am going to give it some time. I'm going to give it a week or 2 until I get my second Awakened Soul Arcana from the trial shop. I am working on actually this legendary one from the arena shop, and I'm more than halfway there. So that is going to be awesome. I think this one is going on Gangelo, because that will increase his trait, and his trait will increase all the poison damage. So that will help me to farm dungeons. But I am going to give it another week or 2 until I get this Awakened Soul Arcana. Hopefully, it shouldn't be more than a week. I'll give it some time. Leave me some comments down below. And also, don't forget to get your Orakh. Let me know if this video has been helpful. Leave me some comments. I'll see you in the next video.